did you find our communication with you? Was the communication best, good, better, worst?
Yeah, it was definitely best because I think there were times wherein like application must be due within 3 days, and I was obviously like I was stressing about the application, so I used to ask questions very late, and I used to get response first thing in the morning. So yeah, absolutely, it was a no brainer that the communication was good.
Okay. And did you find our follow-ups enough, good enough? We were trying to follow up with you, with the university. Did you find it good enough? How did you find
Yes.
our correspondence?
Yeah, so I would explain this with an example. So the University of South Florida, which I've been have gotten admit and I'm going to pursue a course at, is more of a I wouldn't say that it's a university which rolls out admits at a very like fast pace or fast manner. So actually, I'd applied for fall intake, but I received an admit in the month of July. So so I think EACC played a very important role, and obviously Richard sir has himself called the university a couple of times to like make sure whether like what's the decision going to be, and all of the team were very supportive in terms of approaching the university. So I think yeah, I mean with this example at least I came to know that it's not just me, but there's actually I have people to rely upon who are basically going to help me with like through and throughout.
Okay. Now, regarding the app filling of the application forms, regarding basically we did not write your SOP, but we did edit your SOP. We don't write SOP for anybody. But
Yeah.
regarding editing of SOP or editing of any documents, did you find filling of the application form, the documentation guidance was good enough?
Yeah. So before enrolling for any university, I think I didn't know like what were the exact steps for an application, but I think the team at EACC actually had made my email ID at Outlook. Then all of the different universities which I applied to, like they filled all of my details accurately, then checked once before going to the next step. So I think yeah, more of I would say it was like always a good option for me to rely on them rather than just panicking like without any help.
Okay. Next, what I want to ask is, was the process transparent? Were you aware about what's happening, what's not happening, what's going on? Where am I? No, were you aware of the process? Was the process transparent, or was you kept in dark?
No, I would say the process was very transparent because with each update, as in which like for instance in the application procedure there are several steps with regards to like filling not just my details but also about my undergrad details, then about my the people who are going to give me an LOR. So all of the details, while filling all the details, there was a I would say like constant communication, and there was obviously the team actually provided me with all the updates during an application and post that as well. So I think yeah, all of the process was very transparent.
And last is basically about visa. Did you find that basically you got sufficient marks, the visa process, the documentation guidance? Did you find everything on place? Did you find that we had sufficient knowledge on the subject to guide you in the entire study abroad process?
So yeah, obviously the answer is yes, because I think the mocks actually helped me because I think there were about four mocks which I had with Richard sir, and after first mock, I was I was thinking like, how am I going to answer? Because it was like my first attempt was very terrible. But I think after second or third mock, I gained a little more confidence about as to how to actually speak with confidence and how to like shape your words in front of the visa officer. So yeah, that's obviously the mocks helped me. And apart from that, I think the process, the team at EACC, including Richard sir, they were very aware of what all documents which are going to be required. Although, like, despite the visa officer may or may not ask you, you should be ready. So I think that approach definitely helped me.
Okay. Now the last part, which I have introduced recently. So the last part is, if suppose you had to basically reach out to students and talk about us, what would you tell about us to them?
So yeah, with regards to approaching friends or relatives or anyone in my network, the most essential part about service providing is, was I satisfied with the service? The most basic question anyone would ask me. So yeah, I think with to answer that question, yes, I was satisfied. So, and building upon that, I think I was a bit stubborn on, I want only a few specific universities which I want to apply. But then again, EACC helped me to actually, uh, like, they actually helped me towards thinking not just in one specific framework. And actually, so that's probably primary reason why I applied to more universities and I got admit from them. So obviously, with regards to shortlisting universities and also filling all the applications, it was a very smooth process.
Thank you, Aditya. Thank you for sharing all those things and for basically, for telling so good about us. Thank you very much. And I know that I have to add you to the allied group, EACC allied group. Remember that you are part of our family. In future also, anytime you need any help, feel free. There's no service charge for you. Then again, be in touch with us, share pictures, and let this relationship continue forever.
Yeah, 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 sure.